Hey guys, I'm out in my garage again because it's a little too cold to be outside in my backyard. So I wanted to come to you today because I was watching a YouTuber and her name is Laura and she has a YouTube channel called Garden Answer and she was talking all about winter sowing. So she has a fabulous, and I do mean fabulous, room that's just totally dedicated to starting her seeds. She has those wonderful grow lights, and Renee doesn't have all that. So she gave us a wonderful alternative to that. She turned an ordinary milk jug into a greenhouse where you can plant your seeds in here and you can put them outside on your deck. You can put them somewhere in a sunny location in your backyard, wherever. And this is a way of starting your seeds early and a more economical way if you are like me that don't have all that money to spend on all those expensive, heating plant trays and grow lights and all this stuff. I don't have that. And I'm not even going to front about it. I don't have it. I'm a gardener that likes to try to find the cheapest way, but still get the same results. So these are some of the seeds that I'm going to be trying to start. I'm going to be starting some marigold seeds, and I'm going to try to plant some of these Georgia Southern mustards, and I'm going to try some of these Georgia collards right here, and I'm also going to try some of these short and sweet carrots, and I'm also going to do the Danvers. I call them shorty do carrots. So I'm going to put in one of these containers. I'm going to put half of the short and sweet and some of the Danvers carrots in one container. Then I'm going to try some kohlrabi. I can never seem to get this thing to grow. So maybe if I put it in the greenhouse effect, I'll have a better plan of getting it to at least the seeds and the plant to get off to a good start. I'm hoping, fingers are crossed. And I'm definitely gonna plant some of my okra seeds that I harvest from my summer crop of okra. And then I'm going to do some of these mustard, giant red mustard greens. These are my favorite. So those are the seeds that I'm going to try to attempt. But today, to show you how to do this greenhouse, I'm going to plant my okra seeds. So let me show you the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is find a milk jug. And it could be like a clear, those water containers, as long as it's clear. It can't be a dark container because the sunlight has to be able to get through the container, so it has to be a light color container. You do not need the top, so we're just going to take that top off. Just take it off, put it somewhere. And the most important thing that she was saying is that you see where the handle is, where you do not want to cut this part of the handle. But the first thing we need to do is we need to put some drain holes in the bottom of this container. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to poke a hole in the bottom of this container. I put like 4 little holes in it. Just 4 is good enough. So I'm just going to poke it in there, poke it in there, poke it in there. And I've already done one so you can see. So I've already put the drainage holes in here. You see them? And I also put some on the side. So in case something's preventing the bottom from draining, I have holes on the side right here. All right, so I'm going to show you how to cut this thing. So remember, we do not want to cut this part of the jug. So let me get started. Okay, let me show you. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut around this container. Just cut around this container. Cut it all the way around. cutting all the way around. You see where this handle is? I'm going to stop where my finger is. Make sure, do the same thing on the other side. Cut and stop. You just want it to be able to have a flap, so it can be like an opening, close, open, close. All right, so I've already done one container. So we got the drainage hose in the bottom, you got one on each side, and then we also cut the flap. All right, so the next part is that, let me put you down so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. The next thing we're going to do, because it's all open, push that over to the side. We are going to get some dirt. I just got some normal all-purpose garden soil. You can use seed starter dirt if you like, but the main thing is that you want your dirt. Let's scoot this up here. You see all my dirt? I added water to my dirt, but you don't want your dirt to be soggy. See, you don't want to squeeze it and water comes out. You see, you still want it to hold it together so it looks nice and firm. So what you want to do is that you want to take your dirt, turn your container around, and you just fill this up. Gonna make a mess. That's what us gardeners do. Just fill it up. Try to get it. I don't fill mine all the way to the top. I'll fill it like halfway. Maybe one more scoop should do it. One more scoop. All right. That should do it. And then I kind of like just smooth it all around. You guys can see that. Smooth it all around. And this is when you want to get your seeds. So we're going to do okra seeds. So you're going to take your seeds. And she was saying, you know where the handle part is, the back part here, where your handle is, she was saying don't plant any seeds back here, because when they grow, sometimes they'll grow in the inside of your handle. So we're not going to put any seeds in this back area right here. We're going to avoid that part. And with my okra seeds, I am going to put my seeds in my hand. Got some runaway seeds. I have these. I'm going to put mine towards the front. I'm going to put 2 okra seeds in each hole, just in case one doesn't germinate. Then I'll have a replacement. Remember, we want to avoid this part, so I'm going to put a seed here, 2 in a hole, this part here, 1 here. And remember, we don't want this part, so we should do good. So I should have maybe 6 plants, or maybe I can stick one back here because it's not in the danger zone. We put one there. All right, and we should be good. Put my rest of my seeds back there, and I'm just going to cover them up with some soil. And she says that you should take a spritzer like this, and you spritz it with some water all over the top. So I'm going to spritz that. Till it's a little moist, so the seeds will get a little bit more water. And then we are going to close this bad boy up. Wipe my hands, because this part you need to have clean hands. Oh, okay. So I'm also going to take one of my plant markers, because I already labeled okra right here, and I put today's date here. And she was saying that when she used the permanent marker, this rubbed off after being in the sun and all the rain and all the elements. So she suggested that you get some other form of label. So remember the labels that I got from the dollar store? I am going to write okra. My seed. I'm going to write okra. And then I'm going to put today's date. All right. And then I'm going to put this in here on the side. Maybe I'll stick it here. Yeah, I'll stick it here on the side. So when I see that container, I'll be able to know that this is my okra. All right, then we're going to close this up. And then she says you're going to get some duct tape. This is just normal duct tape. I'm using black. And I'm going to start from the back by the handles. And I'm going to close it up. I'm going to put this duct tape right over the seam. I'm just going to close it up. I'm going to get another piece of duct tape. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to close it up. Close it up. Smooth it down. And if you need another piece of duct tape, do the same thing. Just close it up all the way around. And so it should look like this. It should say, what do you have in your container, which ours is the okra. And then you should have, and see, the drainage hose is working. Because you see all the dripping down there? That lets me know my drainage hose are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And then you can look in there, as I look inside in here. As I look in here, I can see my sign in there that I wrote, my garden tag that says okra in there too. And then you just find a sunny location somewhere in your yard. I'm going to put this on my deck. And I'm just going to let it do what it do. And I'm going to go ahead and plant up my other containers. Because I got this one ready to go. So I'm going to finish up planting all my stuff. But I thought this was a wonderful idea. If you don't have a room dedicated in your house or somewhere in your house to have grow light or to grow your seedlings, this is a better way of doing it. Just take it outside, put it somewhere, and just check on it to make sure that it doesn't dry out, that it gets a lot of rain in there. Because she was saying in her section that when she tried this, they don't get a lot of rain, so she had to go and water her. She looked in the hole. If it looked dry, she would just put some water. But here in my zone 7, we get rain, snow a little bit, so I don't think I have to worry about that. But if you think this is a great idea, you guys should try it. Let me know if you've used this method before and how it worked for you. All right, guys, I am going to finish planting up the rest of mine, and then, like I said, oh, and the reason why I was able to get so many of these containers, because I put the call out to my fellow gardeners, and trust and believe, they were more than happy to give me some of their old milk jugs. So, see, I'm telling you, when you have good gardeners and you're in a good garden community, they'll be more than happy to help you out, whatever experiment or project you're up to. And they know me, I'm always up to something. All right, guys, hope this video helped you. Go ahead and try this. I hoping it's working, because if I can get my plants halfway to the normal size, and then when spring comes and I can put these out and I already have some plants, and I won't have to be dependent on going to the local nurseries and buying their plants. Win-win all around, because a thing of seeds, these cost me nothing. Just free seeds from my existing plants that I had from last growing season. So that's why it's always important to save your seeds, because I have so many more okra seeds, and so I won't have to worry about buying okra seeds for a long, long time. And I've got my fingers crossed that this method will save me a lot of money, and it will grow, grow, grow. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Get out there, try it. Start getting your seeds started, because, hey, you can't lose. All you can do is win, win, win. Take care, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.